Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Unbearably Bullish podcast, the official podcast of the Bull You Can't Bear. I am your host, Donald Johns. This is Networking Thursday, the day each week where we focused on one of the greatest assets you'll ever build. Not your portfolio, not your business, not your bank account, your relationships, because relationships create opportunities. Opportunities create momentum, and momentum changes lives. Today's episode is one that every entrepreneur, every business owner, every professional, every investor, and every person striving for success needs to hear. It's called Your Reputation Arrives Before You Do, building a personal brand that opens doors. Let me ask you a question. Before somebody agrees to meet you, before they return your phone call, before they recommend you, before they hire you, before they invest with you, before they ever shake your hand, what do they already know about you? I mean, think about that, because chances are they've already looked you up. They've visited your website. They've viewed your LinkedIn profile. They've watched your videos. They've seen your social media. They've listened to your podcast. They've searched your name, and maybe they've even asked someone they trust, what do you think about this person? By the time you finally walk into the room, your reputation, it's already introduced you. Many people believe networking is about collecting business cards or adding more followers or attending another networking event. That's not networking. That's collecting contacts. Real networking begins when people trust you enough to mention your name when opportunity appears. That is reputation. And here's something I've learned after more than 20 years working in financial services. People rarely recommend the smartest person they know. They recommend the person they trust. Knowledge, it gets attention. Character, it earns opportunity. Let's talk about something that gets misunderstood all the time. It's personal branding. Some people think branding is about logos, fancy websites, professional photography, social media followers. That's marketing. Your brand is much deeper than that. Your personal brand is what people consistently experience when they interact with you. It's your integrity, your professionalism, your attitude, your consistency, your ability to solve problems, your willingness to help others. Your reputation is simply your personal brand experienced over time. Here's something interesting. Today, many first impressions, they happen digitally long before people ever meet us. I mean, think about your own habits. If someone recommends a restaurant, what do? You Google it. If someone recommends an attorney, you look at reviews. If somebody recommends a financial professional, you research them. If somebody recommends a company, you visit their website. Why? Because trust begins with information, which means every digital interaction either strengthens or weakens your reputation. One of my favorite comparisons comes directly from investing: compound interest. Everyone understands compound interest financially. Small, consistent investments made over many years create extraordinary results. Your reputation compounds exactly the same way. Every promise you keep compounds. Every follow-up email, it compounds. Showing up prepared compounds. Treating people respectfully compounds. Helping someone without expecting anything in return compounds. And eventually, people begin introducing you into conversations that you've never been a part of. Why? Because your reputation is working even while you're sleeping. Markets, they reward discipline, not emotion. Successful businesses reward consistency, not shortcuts. Relationships, they work exactly the same way. Trust isn't built during one amazing presentation. Trust is built through hundreds of ordinary moments, being prepared, being dependable, returning phone calls, showing up on time, keeping your word, doing exactly what you said you were going to do. These aren't glamorous, but they separate professionals from everyone else. I want to do my connection of the week. It's time for the connection of the week, where we spotlight professionals who lead with integrity, create value for others, and exemplify what it means to build relationships that make a difference. This week's connection of the week is John C. Marino III. He's a broker associate with United Realty Group in Lighthouse Point and a trusted South Florida real estate professional with more than 21 years of experience. John specializes in waterfront homes, luxury properties, residential real estate, and investment opportunities throughout Broward, Palm Beach, and Miami-Dade counties. He's known for his integrity, market expertise, and exceptional client service. He's built a reputation for helping buyers and sellers navigate one of life's biggest financial decisions with confidence. If you're searching for your dream home, a waterfront property, an investment property, or preparing to sell your home, John combines local knowledge, strong negotiation skills, and a client-first approach to help make every transaction a success. You can reach him on his phone, 954-274-5903. His Instagram handle is at JMBroker, BROKER, numerical number 1. John, thank you for being this week's connection of the week, and I thank you for helping people achieve their real estate goals throughout South Florida. Now let's move on, to our collaboration spotlight. One of the biggest myths in business is that success is a solo journey. It isn't. Behind almost every successful entrepreneur, every thriving company, every growing organization, you'll find strong relationships, people collaborating, sharing ideas, opening doors, making introductions. Nobody succeeds completely alone. That's why one of our core messages here is connect, collaborate, and monetize, because collaboration multiplies opportunity. Let's do the relationship ROI. If you've listened to the show over the last couple weeks, you know I enjoy talking about return on investment. But here's an investment that never appears on your brokerage statement: relationships. You cannot calculate the value of one introduction, one recommendation, one referral, one mentor, one conversation. Those moments can completely change your career. Let's move into my bullpen. Here are 5 habits that build an extraordinary reputation. Number 1, show up prepared. Number 2, listen more than you speak. I told you last week, I had a broker I used to work around, a banker, and he used to tell me, Donald, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen twice as much as you speak. I love that. Number 3, always follow through. That's so big. You have to follow through on your leads. Number 4, deliver more value than people expect. That's a big one too. Number 5, treat everyone with respect. People, it's so big. Treat people with respect, not just the people above you, everyone, because you never know who will remember how you made them feel. Let's talk about the brand builder. I want to leave you with one important thought. Stop asking, how do I get more opportunities? Start asking, what kind of reputation am I building? Because opportunities don't chase resumes, they chase trust. Every conversation, every email, every social media post, every podcast episode, every handshake, every promise, it's another brick. It's the foundation of your reputation. Build it carefully, protect it fiercely, because once trust is lost, it takes far longer to rebuild than it ever did to create. I want to do the Bullish challenge here. Here's your Networking Thursday challenge. Reach out to one person this week. Don't have an agenda. No sales pitch, no hype, no expectations. Just simply reconnect. Ask how they're doing. Offer encouragement. Look for ways to create value, because the strongest networks are built through authentic relationships, not transactions. I want to do my final takeaway, and I want to leave you with this. People may forget what you said. They may forget what you did, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Your network may introduce you, but your reputation determines whether the opportunity continues. Remember, your reputation arrives before you do, so build one that opens doors. I want to thank you for joining me for another Networking Thursday on the Unbearably Bullish podcast. If today's episode inspired you, taught you something new, or challenged the way you think about relationships and personal branding, I truly appreciate your support. Subscribe to the podcast, follow us across your favorite platforms, share this episode with someone who's building a business, advancing their career, or working to create a meaningful professional legacy. You can also visit us at thebullyoucan'tbear.com. There you'll find our latest episodes, ways to connect with the community, and resources designed to help you continue growing. Remember our mission: connect, collaborate, monetize, strong markets, stronger mindset, unlimited opportunity. I want to thank you for spending part of your day with me. I'm Donald Johns. And until next time, always stay unbearably bullish. I'm going to put the educational disclaimer in here. The opinions expressed on the Unbearably Bullish podcast are those of the host and any guest, and are provided solely for educational and informational purposes. They should not be construed as investment, legal, accounting, tax, or other professional advice. Nothing discussed in this episode constitutes a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold any security, investment product, or investment strategy. All investing involves risks, including the possible loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Always conduct your own due diligence and consult qualified financial, legal, and tax professionals regarding your individual circumstances before making financial or investment decisions. I appreciate all of you, love all of you, and have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you.